to the number of the sons of God. Now that's what the Dead Sea Scrolls say. It's what the new RSV says, ESV, NLT. The number of modern translations will follow the Dead Sea Scrolls. Other ones don't. They'll read sons of Israel instead of sons of God. And sons of God is the demonstrably correct reading because of the Dead Sea Scroll material. If you think about the Babel event and say, well, why would God divide up the nations according to these sons of Israel? That's the traditional reading that a lot of Bibles still have. It doesn't make any sense because Israel didn't exist at the time of Babel. And so people wonder, well, what do we do with that? Well, the real answer is that isn't what the original text actually said. And we wouldn't really know any of that had it not been for the Dead Sea Scrolls. Now, the Septuagint also matters a lot. What the Septuagint sort of does, because it's Greek, is the translators of the Septuagint looked at all of this vocabulary for both good guys and bad guys in the supernatural world. And they more or less made the decision that we're going to call the good guys angeloi, messengers, angels, and we're going to call the bad guys daimonion, demons. The early church grew up on the Septuagint, and there it's all angels and demons. You know, there are some terms that we should sort of camp on just a little bit. One of those is Elohim. A biblical writer will actually use Elohim of God, the God of the Bible, and lots of lesser beings. Okay, the gods of the nations. Psalm 82, the members of God's council, his entourage, the heavenly host. It will use Elohim of the disembodied dead in 1 Samuel 28. It will use Elohim of the Shadim in Deuteronomy 32:17, again, which usually gets translated demons, but really is a territorial entity. But however we understand that, it's not the God of Israel. It's something lower, but it's still Elohim. And the reason why that's okay for a biblical writer to do is that Elohim is just a term you would use as a label on anything that by nature is a disembodied member of the spiritual world, good or evil. It's just if you're a disembodied entity and your natural estate is the spiritual world now, you're an Elohim.